Well, hello, Mr. and Mrs. America. This is John Hernandez picking your picks at Skybox Sports News. And what we're going to be doing this year is we're picking the NCAA top 25. We're doing the picks here against the spread, Vegas boys. I mean, against the spread. This is not a straight up or down pick. This is picks up against the spread. All right, the Vegas spread to be exact. Okay, let's get rolling, ladies and gentlemen. All right, folks, here we go. We've got the Tennessee Volunteers versus Georgia Tech. And they're at Georgia Tech. So Georgia Tech's at home, and they've got 3.5 points. The question is, are the Volunteers going to cover that 3.5 points? They are. Put the dollars on Tennessee Volunteers. All right, here we go. Now we're coming in at Washington State versus Montana State. They got Montana State is got 35.5 points, so that means Washington State is at home. So is Washington State going to cover that? Yes, they will. Washington State will cover. Okay, now we're getting in here to the South Florida Bulls versus the San Jose State. San Jose has 20.5 points. So the question is, will the Bulls cover? No, they won't. We're going with San Jose State. We're taking the 20.5 points. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're going now down to Texas versus Maryland. All right, here we go. Texas is playing at home, and Maryland's got 17.5 points. We're taking Texas to win that one. All right, now we're rolling down into West Virginia. We got West Virginia versus Virginia Tech. This is a heck of a showdown, ladies and gentlemen. A heck of a showdown. Virginia Tech has 4.5 points. The question is, are we going to cover? And I think the Mountaineers will cover. Take West Virginia Volunteers. All right, here we go. Now we're heading back down. We're going down to the hurricane season. It's hurricane season. Miami Hurricanes versus BTHN. I don't know who the hell they are, but I'll tell you what. I'm taking the Hurricanes, and I'm giving away 35.5 points. Yes, Miami will hold. Okay, now we're rolling on down to Stanford. The Cardinal versus Rice. Rice is playing at home. They're giving Rice 31.5 points. Whew! That's a lot of points, ladies and gentlemen. You know, it's a gamble, but this is what it is all about, right? This is making the calls, making the picks. That's what we're doing here at Skybox Sports News, and we're going with Stanford. Stanford, 31.5. We're taking it. We're taking it. We're going to win by 32 at least. All right, here we go. Now we're going down to Kansas State. We're playing at home against Carolina. Holy smoke, we got us a game here. Looks like we're giving away 35.5 points to Carolina. Question is, what are we going to do? Kansas State, can they hold at home? I don't think so. I'm going with Carolina in that one. I'm taking the 35.5 points. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're rolling down now. We keep on rolling down the highway, heading towards the next pick here. We've got Oklahoma State, the Cowboys versus Tulsa. Holy smokes, it looks like Oklahoma State's playing at home. Tulsa has 17.5 points, but it won't be enough. We're taking Oklahoma State in this one with the point, picking against the points. All right, now here we go. The big one. This is a big one. Holy smokes, we got the Florida Gators playing at home against the Wolverines of Michigan. Because they're playing at home, Vegas is giving 3.5 points to the Gators. The question is it enough? I say no, it is not enough. We're going with Michigan in this one. Wolverines, take it to the bank, baby. All right, here we go. LSU versus BYU. Holy smokes, LSU's at home. They are giving away 12.5. BYU has 12.5 spotted. It won't be enough. LSU will take this game. So put your dollars on LSU. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. We're rolling down in. We're coming into Wisconsin. We got the Badgers versus Utah State. Let's take a look. Who's at home? Oh, it's the Badgers who are at home. Oh my gosh, Utah State has 29.5 points. The big question is that going to be enough, Utah State? Is it going to be enough? Let me think up on this one here. Holy smokes, consulted the computer. Boom! 29 is not enough. 29 is not enough. Wisconsin Badgers will cover that. All right, here we go. Now we're rolling on down. Louisville, the Cardinals versus Purdue. Purdue's at home. 26.5 points they got. Is this going to be enough? That's the big question. And the Cardinals will cover. The Cardinals will cover. Boom. Cardinals will cover, Mr. and Mrs. America. All right, here we go. Now we're coming into the Auburn Tigers versus the Georgia Southern. Auburn's at home. Auburn is a badass team, I'll tell you that. And they're giving away 34.5 points, and they will cover that. Take Auburn against the spread. Yes, we're talking about all against the spread. Here at Skybox Sports, we're picking against the spread every week. Make sure and tune in next week when we take the college picks again. Here we go. Now we're rolling in. Now we're coming into Georgia. It's Bulldog country. Georgia Bulldogs playing at home against Appalachia State. They're giving Appalachia State 14.5 points, but it will not be enough against the Georgia Bulldogs. Take the Bulldogs right there. All right, here we go. Now we're rolling in. All right, we just picked that Gator game. Now we're going into the Washington Huskies playing against Rutgers. The Rutgers are at home. They're giving Rutgers 30.5 points, but it will not be enough against those Huskies. Those Huskies are loaded for bear. They got teeth this year. Watch out. Take the Washington Huskies on that one. Now we're going on down. Oh my gosh, sooner or later we're going to get there. I think it's going to be sooner. What kind of sooner? Oklahoma Sooner country. They're playing at home against UTEP. UTEP ain't got a prayer. Even with 44.5 points, we will take Oklahoma Sooners in this ball game today. Mark it down. All right, here we go. Now we're rolling into Penn State versus Akron. Penn State's at home. Akron has 32.5 points. It will not be enough against the Nittany Lions. Take the Nittany Lions. Clemson. We got Clemson rolling in. They're playing at home against Kent State. Boy, they're giving Kent State a lot of points. 38.5 points. But I'm sticking with the national champions. Clemson covers. All right, now we're rolling into Ohio State versus Indiana. Oh, Indiana's playing at home. Watch out. They're giving them 20.5 points. Holy smokes. But it will not be enough. The Buckeyes will cover. Now we're rolling on down to Florida State versus Alabama. This is a big game. This is the game of the weekend. Alabama's at home. And they're playing up against Florida State. Florida State has 6.5 points. This is where the coaching comes in. This is where the research comes in. And this is where the Crimson Tide brings it home. Take the 6.5. Without the 6.5, they will win by at least 7. Alabama take it to the bank. Now we got us another big one. Coming up here at USC versus Western Michigan. Well, that's not a big one. Western Michigan has 27.5. It looks like USC's at home. We will take USC. And those are your NCAA picks for week 1 of the college football season. Come back again to Skybox Sports News for more information about the NCAA and the picks. Thank you for watching or calling, and not calling. Heck, you could call me if you want, but don't call me at night. I'll tell you that. No, give me an email. Shoot me a comment. Make sure you like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. We'll be here all season, making the picks, picking the tough calls, talking about sports, doing what we do here at Skybox Sports News. Like, subscribe, share. Thank you.